When your opponent attacks by advancing to the net, there is a certain pressure because you have little time to react. Following, we're going to study the options that you have when defending against the net player in singles, so that when next time this happens, you know what to do. So let's assume this situation. I was rallying with my opponent. In this case, Cesara is my partner and my opponent for this particular lesson. And I was hitting a shorter ball. My opponent just hit a ball in this direction where the basket of balls is. We're going to assume this is me. So she hit the ball over here and she got into the split step at the net. And I am about to play this point from here, which means I have the following options. As you can see, I placed some cones over there, which are going to be points of reference for what I'm going to explain. So if my opponent is at the net and I'm about to hit the ball from here, okay, so assuming she just hit the ball to my forehand side. By the way, she might have hit the ball to my backhand side, but the same principles apply for the backhand as well for the forehand. So in this case, we're going to analyze the situation from this point of view. I'm about to hit a forehand against my opponent who's at the net. By the way, she's in a perfect position. As you can see, since she hit the ball to this side, she actually is with most of her body on this half, all right? Because when you come up to net as an attacking player, you always have to position yourself to cover the down the line shot, which is the closest way for me to pass her, okay? But this is the subject of a different lesson. This time we're going to talk about what can I do from here against my opponent at the net. So here's what I can do. Basically, I have, I would say, 4 options. Let's go ahead and analyze them one by one. But first I want to mention them. From here I can hit sharp angle cross court, or I can hit down the line, or I can hit straight at the net player. I would say somewhere around chest level if I'm pretty accurate. Or the 4th option would be lobs. As you can see, as far as lobs, I have the following possibilities: to go deep cross court, deep down the middle, or deep down the line. So let's go ahead and talk about those options one by one. I want to tell you from the start that as far as I'm concerned, if I'm being attacked by somebody who comes up to the net, most of the time I will hit sharp cross court. And here's why. If I decide to hit cross court from here, all right, so let's go ahead and analyze that. Cesara, go ahead and take the position like I would be hitting the ball cross court, okay? So step out and cover the shot, all right? So if I hit the ball to the first cone that you see over there, Cesara from here, she has the following options. She can hit the ball cross court, so my ball traveling towards her, she can hit it back cross court, like to get a nice angle and get me off the court, and I would probably make contact with her shot over here. So that would be one of her options. Another one would be she could hit it down the line, all right? So for down the line, fortunately, she cannot get me off the court too much. So again, let me go back to this position. So if I hit the ball cross court, Cesara can either hit it to that spot, I mean in the direction of that spot, and I probably make contact over there, or she can hit it down the line. So basically from here, I'm right in the middle of her possible angles if I decide to go cross court and she can get her racket on the ball. Ideally, my shot should be quite low so that she makes contact with the ball somewhere around knee level, all right? But if she gets to my shot, those are her options. I mean, those are her possible angles, which puts me right in the middle of that. Therefore, I like hitting the ball cross court, because if my opponent gets to that particular ball, I'm in a very good position to get to them. Cesara, go ahead and get ready position. So another option, so this is when I decide to hit cross court, like sharp angle cross court. What if I would like to hit it down the line where you see that cone over there is? So if I decide to hit my shot from here down the line, if I try to pass my opponent down the line, Cesara, go ahead and get in position to cover my down the line shot, okay? There you go. So you see that? So if Cesara tries to get to my shot, and if it's not a winner, okay, so if my shot is not a winner, she can hit the ball either back down the line, which means I could be making contact with the ball here, or she can angle it. All right, maybe the ball bounces here and I will be making contact in this area. So these red circles are where she can hit the ball too if I decide to go with my shot down the line. So if I'm here, you can see that she can get me off the court, and I have a lot to run, to travel to get to that shot, that particular one. Cesara, go ahead and get and relax. Okay, get back in ready position.